just a brief summary of Lattam's latest work on the heart rate monitors we use. We're obviously about 3.5 weeks away from the Lincoln, and it just gives an idea of a progression of his fitness. So anyone that knows Malton Gallops, who worked on the 6 furlong gallops, which is it rises about 125 feet from bottom to top. It's a lovely gallop, nice gentle climb for the horses, and it tends to be pretty good for getting the horses fit. So we can see the key parameters in his gallop. It shows his maximum speed, which was 38.8 miles an hour, which is pretty good for a miler. We've done the last 5 furlongs, which is how we judge the work, in a 108.30. We think he worked 105 once last year, but on the whole, that's a pretty nice piece of work. We're pleased with that. Times 120 beats per minute hasn't registered, which means that we've probably still got a little bit to go fitness-wise, which is pretty normal for now. We'd like that figure to be around 2 minutes, but the next thing we see is at 2 minutes his heart rate was 124 beats. So it hasn't quite made it below 120, but it's not far away at all. So we know we're very much on the right track. And then the next 2 things we see are individual for each horse, which is his stride frequency and his stride length. The stride length is probably the most important thing for us, that we want it to be around the same all the time. If the stride is shortened slightly, it might mean they've got a little physical niggle, but Lattam's a big scopy horse, and 22.80 feet for his stride is about right for him. Another key bit of work next week, and then we'll decide then if we need to give him another piece 10 days before the Lincoln, which we probably will, but it needs probably lower intensity. And then he's a horse that we like to bring into a race fresh, so he'll be left alone. I think in all these situations, you're always training the horse by the feel the rider's getting and what you're seeing on the ground, stood watching the work. But this is lovely backup, if you like, to what we're seeing, and gives us some facts and puts some meat on the bone.